What's up guys, Zaid here, and today I've got a dueling book replay for you. Today I'm watching Pier555, and this is technically a high rated DB video. Pier is 1614 rating, and this Nukin dude is 1048. And I don't watch too many replays that aren't mine that often, but I really like Pier555. I like watching him play a lot. He plays ABC, and I believe he opts to go second also, and he's just like consistently playing this deck too. Like, he's not just playing every now and then. This is the dude's main deck, and I really like watching him play because it's a deck that I love. And we have him going up against Dragon Link. Before we get into today's video, I wanted to let y'all know about the second channel that I actually have with my buddy Tommy, where we do movie reviews and discussions in a podcast type format. So I figured I'd shout it out to y'all. If it's the type of content that interests you, then you should check me out there. You get to see a lot more long form discussion like type content and about a subject matter that isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! With that aside, let's get back to the video. And Pier opened Nibiru, Ash, Desires, Unauthorized Reactivation, and Veiler. So he's really equipped for going second. And depending on how this Desires goes, though, he doesn't have combo unless he gets lucky off that. If he was going first, it would kind of suck because the Desires would just be Ash and he would pass. And the Dragon Link player has double Skullmeister, which is oddly going to be good in this matchup. Like, you can negate the pieces in Grave. And then he's got the Ash, of course, that'll be able to possibly trade with Desires. And then he's got a Tidings and a Quick Launch. So already we see if Pier ashes the launch, the Dragon Link player is just going to pass. I don't know if he does or not, but he didn't. So then we're going to see Tracer come out, turn into a Striker Dragon, which will get the field spell. And I don't think he extends past this, though. So the Tidings is at least live, though. And the Dragon Link player with no... Oh, wait. Never mind. He could Striker add back the Tracer. I almost forgot about that. Because now he can just play Field Spell Special Tracer, Tracer pop for a level 4, which I'm sure is what he's attempting to do. Now he's going to go Tracer Effect. This could get Veiler. If it does, then the Tracer stays on board and can do it again next turn, but I don't know how impactful that is. Pier just lets it go through. We see the Recharger come out. From here, he can either go into the Boral Savage, equip the Striker for 1 negate, or he can go into the Chaos Ruler and try to draw or mill into a Hand Trap or an Extender. And he also could go into Hieratic Seal. So there's 3 different possible lines here. I don't know which one he's going to go for. Ruler? Ruler. So he's going to elect for the play that could let him get lucky. We're going to see the Veiler come down here, which we see, I think, that technically, if he knew the hand, Ash would have been optimally used to stop Quick Launch, but I feel like he was playing in a way where he's assuming these aren't 4 dead cards in hand, and yeah, so we're going to see the Tidings at least be live, being able to bounce the Ruler back, which means he will be able to utilize the Ruler again. But it also kind of sucks because this card's decent in Graveyard. It kind of sucks to have to bounce it. We see Pier draw Set Rotation, which is like actually huge. That card gets you Hanger but doesn't search, so it's not going to get ashed. And then, oh my lord, if he ashes the Hanger's activation effect, what field spell does he give his opponent? Sign at Universe, which lets you target a monster in the grave, shuffle it into the deck. That card's not that good, but I guess it's nice to give them. Also let you put a Buster back, I guess, but Buster's not at 1 anymore. We're going to see the Hanger flipped up and Tidings in response. Can Hanger only be activated once? I believe it can only be activated once a turn. Yeah. So Tidings bounce the Hanger, which is a really cool way to out the Hanger, actually, because it's going to stop both effects, but it's a slow way. And we see that he's equipped with the Ash Nibiru combo, which is like really good against Dragon Links. We're going to see Desires come down, which is going to get ashed. Yep. And so now all the Dragon Link player has is double Skullmeister. And he draws an Router Dragon, which is just like add an insult to injury. That is not going to get him anywhere. He can use the field spell. I don't know if that'll be good for him or not. Looks like he is gonna put Striker Dragon back and then just pass. And C is drawn. So even if Hanger somehow didn't resolve, I feel like Pier would be very fine. I'm assuming he goes for lethal this turn too. Let's see, but we're going to get Hanger's effect, which is going to get B. Yeah. Oh, wait. He's not going to go for an attempt at lethal. Did he banish? I didn't even look at his desire banishes. He probably banished Union Driver. Yeah, Union Driver's gone. So he might not be able to establish like a game-winning board. Or not establish like 8,000 life points, but he can establish a game-winning board. He's going to go CL2B, CL1C. And we see Skullmeister stop it, but A is still going to come out. And he's just going to drop the ABC here. That's it. I don't know why, but that just feels a little underwhelming. But maybe there's not anything else he could have done. There's probably not a generic link 2 he could go into. Because this is a link, he can't use it for IP. He could have made the Light Charmer with the A, I believe. If he doesn't... What? Doesn't the Light Charmer, like all the other Charmers, only take one of that attribute and then the other monster could be anything? If that's the case, I feel like he could have linked this away into that at least. And while that wouldn't have served him too much, like that card floats for a light if it dies and it doesn't give the opponent an arrow. And the arrow could be important because of Pisty, but also maybe it's just not. I guess we'll see if it does anything. Oh, never mind. His opponent drew nothing. It's over. He's going to use Universe again, put something back, but that doesn't matter. He's going to equip B here and then just pass. He didn't tag out Buster, which is interesting. He probably wanted to play around a called by because he is in a position where he just kind of wins. So maybe he just didn't want to like risk punting it. He specials B and he's going to get B effect to equip C. And Nukin just scoops it up. I was kind of hoping to see how Pier went for game there, honestly. But game 2, we're guessing Nukin goes first. Yeah, and he opens Anti-Spell, Skullmeister, Ravine, Maid, Tiding. This hand's pretty... I wouldn't say lit. Like, it's not crazy. But it's pretty good, honestly. He's got the Spell Fragrance to stop all the insane spells this deck has. The Ravine and the Dragon Maid are just like combo. I don't know how many Tiding he plays. If he plays at least 2, then this is kind of like plus. Because he'll get to search 1, pitch it off Ravine, and then be able to bring the Maid back. And probably send Router. And then Pier has B, Valor, Chalice, Unauthorized Reactivation, and Union Driver. It sucks he drew Driver for him, but it's also exciting for me because I want to see how he combos with it. So we'll see the Dragon Maid come down, grab Tiding, and he probably Ravines after, Striker Dragon first, add Boot Sector, activate Ravine, pitch Tiding, send Router. Yeah, and then Router get Tracer. So now his Sector launch is live. And the Tiding is live too because he can banish it for a Chamber. That's the play he's going to go for first is that. He doesn't make Romulus clearly because he has Ravine already. So I think this probably just either goes right away into the Hieratic link. I think that's what I'd do to play around the Nibiru. And then he boot sectors for Tracer. Or he could boot sector for Tracer now. But I don't really see a pro of doing that. Yeah, we're going to make the Hieratic, activate Boot Sector, special, effect, pop the field spell, and will it get Valored is the question. And the answer is nope. And here he either is going to go for the Mill 5. Personally, I think he's going Boral, Savage, equip Striker. That's my guess and the play I think I'd make because you could mill a Hand Trap, which could be good if you mill a Light or Dark Hand Trap, but you can't mill Router and get value because you've already sent a Router this turn. And you can't mill, what's it called? The Tiding to float with the Chamber because you already have done that this turn. So you could mill a Black or White Dragon as an extender, but I don't really feel like that's worth the risk. And it also, I don't think, extends that hard. Like, you're just going to then get to summon it and turn the Synchro with that into an IP. And I feel like I'd rather just have the Savage. But let's see what he does. He does go with the Chaos Ruler. I feel like everyone just opts for Ruler no matter what. Either way, what he summoned here would eat the Valor, but I feel like I would have went Savage. What would you guys do, honestly? Do you think I'm crazy for thinking you make the Savage here? Especially to protect the anti-spell. Like, if it went through, you have anti-spell, you Savage, you flip anti-spell, and if they have a response to it, you can just negate it. But we see here he still has a Floodgate, a Bounce, a second Bounce, and a Skullmeister, so he might be in a very good spot. We see the Ash drawn, which could trade with the Hieratic Seal's Float, which is kind of cool. Anti-Spell gets flipped. explosive play. We're going to see a set B, set 2 pass. He's going to bounce his own anti-spell. That's a pretty cool play, actually. Because now if he top decks a power spell like a Chaos Space or something, he can still play it. And then have this again to follow up on his opponent's turn. Although, the Chalice can be used now. The anti-spell reads that you cannot activate them until their next turn after activation. And so, if he wouldn't have done that, he would have the anti-spell... Or, I mean, he'd have the Chalice not being able to be activated, but now it can. And we're going to see the Ash come down on that Seal. So, Seal's negated. We're going to see him draw Order, which is not a very good draw for him here. I don't think, at least. He can still play? No. He doesn't have the Tidying Engrave, so he has, like, no line of play right here. We're just going to see him attack into the B Buster Drake. B will float into an A. And then he's probably just going to set 2 pass. With the Light Engrave, like, if he really wanted another interruption on board, he could, like, summon Skullmeister, go into IP, float back with Ruler, and then... Oh, then he doesn't even have discard fodder. I guess he could have kept the anti-spell in hand and then been able to make a Unicorn if he really wanted, but then you're trading an interruption for an interruption. You just have a little more board presence. I probably wouldn't make that play, but it's, like, it could be done. Can you not Meister and Damage Step? If you can, I wonder why you didn't stop B. We're going to see Valor off the top for Pier, though. What's he going to do here? Oh, he's got the spell, so he's kind of lit. He probably just goes like A, equip C, make a Buster. Oh, no. He did nothing. He entered battle and then just passed. We're going to see a Sephert come down. Probably Chalice this or Valor it. Yo, actually, that's a big money play. I feel like I definitely would have Valored preemptively because this sends as cost. So he could have sent Sephert to search Black Dragon, and you kind of would have been in a shit spot there. But Pier just, like, let him do it, and he opted to send the 8 to search Levianeer, and it got eaten by a Valor. That's massive reads. And we're going to see the Ruler come back, though. Punching over A, which will float for B. Ooh, he's going to reactivation here, but Order happens. Order is kind of, like, probably really good against ABC. I'm assuming it's going to put in a lot of work here. A grabs B back, though, and then we get 1800. B is cool because, like, in a simplified game state, that card is just a slow buster. Because B searches A gets B back, and then B will get C. We see the hanger drawn, but that ain't going to matter with Order. B is just going to be set, Tiding, bounce it, and Pier scoops it up. Which is rightful to do. Like, that game looked unwinnable. Game 3, we got Nocto, Droll, Space, Launch, and Rocket Synchron. Pier's got A, C, Imperm, Union Hanger, B. And he opted to go first, which is interesting. And he opened a lot of pieces, which seems bad, but seeing the Droll makes it so Buster's guaranteed. So he's going to Hanger, grab, I don't know, C? B. He's going to grab a B. He's going to get Drolled, and then he has everything he needs anyways. So Union Driver gets equipped. Driver's going to detach, grab A or B, probably A. Oh, a second C. Cool. Can you do that? I don't see why not. So he's got 2 C's now. Gonna link C and C. I guess this plays around the Skullmeister too. That because you can have CL1C, CL2C, so they can't Skullmeister both. You're guaranteed to get a B to touchdown. So we're gonna see B and A come down. Link 4 into an Appaloosa for 3. So he's safe from Nibiru now, and he's gonna grab a C back. And then probably just summon out the Buster. Yep, brings out Buster. Sets the Imperm. So he's got 4 Monster Negates and a Buster Banish. This is going to be really hard to play through. And the Ash is drawn, which is doing next to nothing right here. So, Chaos Space activated. Seems like a fine play to me. Pitch the Rocket, search the White Dragon. Banish Rocket for white. And probably just make Striker. What's he going to try to protect? I feel like you go Striker Chainlink 2 is my guess. Oh, he has Nocto in hand, so Nocto chain link 3. So he's just going to stop the summon a Nocto, and both searches are going to go through. I completely, like, was oblivious to the Nocto. And then special out black. So Nocto is really cool here. Traded with one of the negates. He also can threaten the Appaloosa with a Black Dragon attack, but then it probably just gets Buster banished. Next, we're going to see the Chaos Space put back white draw. He draws another Droll, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to try to threaten the Appaloosa to get the Buster banish out of here. And then main phase 2. Buster is going to tag out. Grabs a C, B, and A. I wonder why he tagged out there of all places. Oh, he's still doing it in battle phase. Gets the hanger effect. I wonder why in battle phase specifically. That's kind of interesting. Do you guys know why he would opt to do it in battle? Like, does it matter why you don't do it on end phase? I have no idea. He's going to Striker Dragon effect. Attempt to... Wait, can you? What are you trying to do, dude? You don't have a target. Oh, he misclicked. My bad. Then he's going to quick launch out the Tracer. Tracer effect. He's going to let it go through. Bring out the Recharger. And then Synchro Summon for the Chaos Boy. Chaos Boy's effect is negated. And then Boot Sector coming out. Summoning back the Tracer. Oh, it can bring back both. It maybe... He only has 2. I was going to say. His rocket got banished. But here, he's going to link 2 into IP. Link 1 into Pisty. Pisty effect gets negated. And the turn is just passed. This is really bad. This is like actually terrible. IP can't go into anything. He has to go into a link 3 dragon because Pisty's locking him. So I don't know why he didn't just scoop, honestly. He's going to link into the Underworld Goddess of the Closed World using IP in 3 of his cards. But like I said, I don't think IP's doing anything. So I don't even know why he really had to prioritize removing that. But it doesn't matter. The opponent wasn't really doing anything. And Pier took the match. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any like cool replays or anything, feel free to send them to me on Dueling Book. My Dueling Book is Zaidboy. Or just like comment yours and then we can link up on there or something. But yeah, thanks for watching.